Hello everybody, welcome to episode number 5 of How to Build Stampy's Lovely World. Today I'm building the inside of Fizzy's Tower, joined by nobody, completely alone, because this will be a hellhole of a cesspit to do with other people. So this should be a pretty simple video. I've got some homework that you guys are going to have to do at the end, which is not actually fun, but it's got to be done. Actually, I'm going to, considering we're on Xbox One Edition, go from left to right, right to left, and get the materials, because it just makes it a bit easier, and one of them is just not there. I put it there, and I remember I did, but for some reason it's not there again. I made sure I had everything for some reason. This happened to me before, but it was there. So, oh, it is there. Hang on. Okay. Well, the more you know. Okay. So we're going to use the side of the storeroom as reference. So, of course, with that coloured wall in mind, you can kind of use this as a reference if you really wish to. So just like put the colours that I have there with the carpet variants as well. And then all these blocks down here are stuff that we're going to need. There's going to be a little bit more, but we can just grab those from wherever. Okay, so come to the left block here. So on the ceiling level, we're going to place a red there. Also come to this block level and place a red, so basically just go to the left hand side. It's because the pattern's quite inconsistent, so you'll get to here, and then it'll be a little bit, so basically it'll just skip. Sorry, I thought I did this like too short or something, then that was really weird. My bad. Then you're going to skip to the green, so obviously even though there's a block and the green would technically be there, that's not how it is, and I'll fix that ladder in a second, because I just wanted to do that for demonstration purposes. Then just basically connect that back to the red, and then we can just go the whole way around. I think that just makes it a bit easier to explain it, if anything, just because then at least you can kind of get a feel as to how the pattern would have been if it wasn't interfered by that side there. So just place all your pattern going around, like so, and you should line up with a green. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, now we don't actually need the colored wall anymore. So I'm going to put that there. I know I put torches in the chest, but just because it's kind of convoluted with everything, and I'm probably going to get rid of it, I'm just going to get one here. So basically, let's go back to that front sort of reference point here, so like where the little thing on the top is. We want to place a torch on the column to the left of this, like one block below the wall. And there is one missing. No, I did this last time. I keep forgetting the order, and I did check just. So, break that one, my bad, and then put it on the right-hand wall. I always forget which one is missing. And then rotating around, every other column on like these sort of things, they have torches. So this one will. So, the longer sides have torches where there would be as well, apart from that one, which is just a no-go zone. And yes, I did fix that ladder. I just completely blanked if I did or not. Okay, next we're going to do everything that's here. So, of course, flower pots are going to be the first thing. So we're going to place one down here, so on the left. And then next to that, there's going to be a bed, followed by... I'm on the right side, am I? Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Followed by a... Okay, it's a chest, actually. So it's a chest that goes there with a redstone block. And the only real other obstruction to the pattern of flowers is here. There's a chest so obviously if you're facing this way when you place that, the block on the left there will have a chest on that. And that is all the obstructions. We can basically go around this place and just place around flower pots. Not on top of that, I just couldn't get the angle because of the wall. My mistake. Just place everything going the whole way around, miss the 2 for the double doors, obviously. Kind of goes without saying, otherwise, yeah, it would be a bit of a mess getting in. But, hey-ho. Okay. So now I'm going to go around, guess if you're facing in the room, it's going to be clockwise, is the best way to really describe it, because it's kind of weird. There's no consistent pattern with this. So it's going to be dandelion, poppy, blue orchid. And then that pattern's going to repeat. So dandelion, poppy, blue orchid. And then actually, wait, the blue orchid goes there, my mistake, because here, for whatever reason, I'm going to replace that real quick. Because for here, we're going to have a cactus in that one. So basically, just to clarify and rectify where I went wrong there, you have the dandelion, poppy, cactus, and then blue orchid. Now that is the only cactus. I just didn't think it was worth me getting a slot dedicated to that. So then it's going to be dandelion, poppy. And then here will be blue orchid, dandelion, poppy. And then blue orchid here. Basically the same kind of pattern. I'm just going to make sure. Yeah, so dandelion, poppy, blue orchid, dandelion, poppy. And then that links up to the store here, where we have blue orchid, poppy, dandelion, dandelion, poppy, blue orchid. Yep, and right by that chest it will be a blue orchid, as you see. Actually, wait, is something on off there? So, no, hang on. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be a blue orchid, dandelion. Wait, blue orchid. Oh yeah, so this would be a poppy. This would be, well, that's a dandelion, that's a poppy, and then where the chest would be, that would be a blue orchid. But the blue orchid goes here, as well as the poppy. Why do I keep calling them the wrong thing? Just because like there's two like the same sort of like small variants of flowers. That is a dandelion. I do apologize, but you can kind of get the flow of this if you know what you're doing. That's going to be a blue orchid with a dandelion, and then poppy, and then blue orchid. Now, because I did quite a shameful job at explaining that, I'm just going to kind of go around and just show these because, you know, that way. So I'll start from this side where the chest is like that thing. It's just so it's a reference point. So yeah, we'll go around the same way I did that one. There's a cactus. I don't know. I find it hard explaining poppy variants, flower variants, because like they're all the same, pretty much. Like they're just different textures on something. So realistically, I'm just like, oh my god, it's just a mouthful. That is it for everything apart from the rail and the torch, and I just did that in such a weird way of getting those back out, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, so basically, coming back to the starter side, and I did this last time because it makes it easier. So the starter side, like here, there's a lot more room, and it's not really good for explaining where this goes. Actually, there's one thing that's going to be better to do, actually. So quickly grab out oak and place them one block next to the ladders. Get out some torches and place them on top with some trapdoors, wrong tab, and some slabs. So the trapdoors will go on these. It doesn't matter which way you place them. I just like the consistency. And some slabs, and I'm going to get rid of all these stuff because, yeah, that's kind of, I didn't place them there. There we go. Whew, glad I noticed that then. Okay, so basically we're on this shorter side, so we're looking at the door off the shorter side, if anything. And we're going to place one block away, 2-track up like this. So 1, 2, and then there's going to be 2 more track, so it should line up next to that dandelion there. Yes, I said it right. Then we're going to go down 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. Down to the right, that is. Is that right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to go down 3. So yeah. And then 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go along by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 2, along 2, and then up 2. Then we're going to go to the left, up by 3. Then up by 3 again. And then we're going to kind of make a 2 by 2 curve, like kind of like that. You make sure you do it in the way I'm doing it, because otherwise it's going to go a bit weird. And then place one here. You should be 1 diagonal to that. If not, something's gone wrong for you. Then 2 up, and then, oh no, sorry, my bad. So it's going to be not 2 up like that. 1 up, then connect it in there. So then like the little track there is diagonal to the carpet. Okay. Well, the slab there was a carpet next to that though, which I realized and then I accidentally said carpet. Okay. I'm gonna do the torches in this room, in the track first, and then we'll do the carpet, just because it makes it a bit easier to do everything in one go. And I know some people who done this just did the torches as they went, and it kind of felt a bit messy, so just makes it easier. So we're gonna have a torch one away from the slabs on the top sort of section. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then 2 blocks down from that, we're gonna have a torch here. So that's in line with the first block of the track, like that. I believe that's it for the inside. I think it's just them 2 torches. I don't see any on the left from my reference, so yeah. Okay, now let's go from the back again because it's kind of easiest. So it's going to be a torch on the second block of track here, so like where the left side of the door is. Okay, that's easy. So there's going to be a torch then on the second block, so where we've got like this sort of coming down section there. It's going to be a torch there, as well as one away, so on the 4th block of that track there. I'm just probing the area. Okay, then we have 1 torch that goes next to the redstone block. Okay, and then another torch that goes... Alright, so where we have this torch in here, this is probably the best reference point I can give for explaining this. You want to go down diagonally, so like 1, 2, the track will be the second one, and then place a torch there. So that should be in line with that flower pot there. Yeah, the one with the poppy in it. That's like the singular one. Okay, there's a torch over here where this yellow, sorry, I'm seeing it in the reference, but there's going to be a yellow carpet there. I'll explain that in a minute. It's like next to the track on that middle section. It's kind of like, you know, because I'm doing this in a strange order to some extent. And there's going to be a torch over here right on the left near that dandelion. Yes, I said it right. That is definitely a dandelion. Then going up here, we're going to have a torch. So it's like in the middle, it's like 2 blocks away from the ladder, like that. Then there's going to be a torch, so where we've got this like diagonal section, I'm going to place a torch, 1 to the left of that, 1 up from that. And I believe that that is everything torch related. So that is good. Now we can grab... Actually, I've got to grab that in a better order because the way carpets are, I'm telling you, they're the most, like, chests are the most chests are the bane of my life in this version, because, like, you can't just get things out from the top and then just go right, you gotta, like, do it so it's, like, the last thing that you grab out is the last thing that is on the left, which is kind of weird. Okay, so we're gonna face to the same sort of side we have been at for the last little while, yep, which is by the storeroom side, of course. Just makes it easy because it's kind of a weird side. And then we're going to start off by doing green and yellow. 2 blocks away from that, we're going to have orange. Diagonal to that, we're going to have pink. Diagonal to that, we're going to have red. And then 1 diagonal to that, once again, we're going to have blue. 1 block up from this, like, sort of diagonal, so 1 block up from the torch and to the left, you're going to place a purple. And then 1 block diagonal next to that redstone, you're going to place a light blue. Okay, so I'm kind of veering off to the left quite naturally, which is all good. Then next up, you're going to place a lime carpet, followed by a pink up diagonal from that. There's going to be a purple right next to this blue orchid, and there's going to be a yellow sort of like 1 down from that lime carpet, if that makes sense. Then this torch is a perfect sort of diagonal, which is good. So then we're going to place a pink, not next to it, pink like that. Then 1 down from this torch here, there's a yellow, orange, yellow, and red. So it's kind of making like an L shape there, I guess, if you want to call it that. Then next to these flowers, so the blue orchid and the poppy, we're going to have a pink carpet. 2 blocks away from that, we're going to have a red. and there's going to be a torch next to that red. 2 blocks away from, 1 block away from the torch, but 2 from the carpet, I guess. We're going to have a lime carpet, and then go 1 up where the track is, and then next to that is going to be a light blue. There's a torch in between this and a red carpet, which is going to be there next to those blue orchids and dandelions. Coming up a bit further, we're going to have a 1 up from that torch. We're going to have a lime carpet as well as a light blue carpet. In this sort of indented area, we're going to have a purple carpet, followed by a pink one above the torch, followed by a series of 2 purples, 1 here, wait, oh my bad, it's on the track below, so like, kind of 1 up from these, if you will, so like 1 block and then to the left, 2 purple, 1, and then 1 above that, leather block, I guess, to make it easier to explain. And then diagonal to that, there's going to be a lime carpet. And then let's do the ones inside the track, seeing as we're already facing this sort of direction. There's going to be a yellow right here, as I alluded to before. There's going to be a blue carpet, 1 block away from the edge of that track. There's going to be a... where's that? Okay, it's 1... So we've got this torch diagonal. Go diagonal to that. We're going to have a red, as well as a lime. I actually placed the wrong variant, but there we go. And then it's going to be green, so make this sort of like... I guess it's kind of like a Y shape, the 2 at the top, and then what will go down, or like a V, I guess, more than anything. Then diagonal to this torch, we're going to have an orange carpet. 1 away from that, we're going to have a lime green, or lime, just regular, I guess. And then the final carpet is going to be 1 diagonal from this, which is going to be a light blue. Oh no, sorry. And then right next to that, there's a regular green. And that is everything carpet related here, at least. I'll kind of show this off because I know it's quite a mess. Kind of make sure that this is your back area, and then so it's a bit less sparse in terms of like depth with this. I don't know. I feel like there was some missing there, but I think that is genuinely everything. But I will have a look, and if there's any corrections, I will address those in the future. But so far, from what I'm seeing, it looks okay. The ones in the track, so if we're facing the storeroom again, just kind of making sure that you've got it all is key, because like, you know, yeah, okay. And now you're not done yet, you're not out of the woods. I believe this chest is empty so I can break it, yes. You're not out of the woods because we got some digging to do. So I'd like to, in the next episode, do all the clubhouse area walls. But I don't exactly plan on doing that with this big hill here, because that's going to be a lot of work, just sculpting the hill in the episode. And I think for tutorial purposes, I'm just going to focus on getting good at this. So if you're building from these tutorials, of course, if you're doing a 658 world, I'm going to suspect that you're going to be on the seed. If not, more on that in a moment. But pretty much, if you see this coal here, so go to your map, your X coordinate should be 39, because that won't move if you go like back this way, because that's sort of like the general coordinate of the splitting point. You're going to come to this coal and just cut this whole thing off. I'll do a bit and then talk about the seed. So yeah, basically, these tutorials are going to be more catered to people who are using the seed, because, of course, like, it just makes it easier for like referencing different hills and different sort of areas. And I think that, like, you know, it just, like, there may be a couple of hiccups with that process along the way, but like, as long as I can address them the best that I can, then, you know, that's kind of fine. But I'm hoping to make a more in-depth tutorial. I think I said this in my last video on how to actually get the seed, because people are going to want it if they're going to follow these tutorials, because 658 is a good landmark episode that people do like. So it's about kind of hitting that sweet spot of making sure people have a seed and making sure people are A-okay to use it, I guess. without too much drama with that. Okay. So then the other cutoff point here by Googly's Island. So you've got this like little sort of like, I guess, L section, depending on how you look at it. And you're gonna basically come right, do it from here. I'd say would be perfect enough room. Because we can obviously landscape this and it's not touching any stone or anything. Yeah, just like blast that hill out. So yeah, we have the actual main, like, middle bit of the house, I guess. Well, I went to that menu there. We have the main middle bit of the house done. I'm hoping that this section takes around about 4 videos, maybe 5. Actually, probably 5 will be a better estimate. And then once this is done, I'm going to do chest contents for both these sections because, of course, yeah, doing that in like the videos is going to be a mess. And next video I'll probably be joined by somebody doing those walls. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this tutorial. It has been fun doing all those carpets and stuff, but gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye, guys.